Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live for the Week 4 Fantasy Couch podcast. We just finished watching Thursday Night Football. To be honest, I don't really want to talk about it. A lot of injuries. Melvin Gordon did well. Some beautiful field goal kicking. Sam Darnold, matter of fact, got tackled by a ghost. I should have brought that up. I'll try to bring that up later. He got sacked by a ghost, apparently. I missed it, but Twitter did not. I don't know how I didn't see that. Any takeaways from the game, Mike, or should we jump into the good content?
Well, I think for a Thursday night game, it was actually more entertaining than I thought it would be. I didn't expect to see Sam Darnold running that fast past NFL defenders for a touchdown, so that was pretty crazy. And yeah, a lot of injuries though. That's the sad part. But if you're a Jamison Crowder owner or a Melvin Gordon owner, you're pretty happy tonight. So those were my takeaways.
That's right. Jets wide receiver got injured from the U. Noah Fant got injured. Broncos defender got injured. Just so many injuries left and right. It was crazy.
Do you think it's honestly because of lack of training camp, or what do you think is really the cause?
That's it. And you know what's going on is it's a lot of receivers too, if you notice. Instead, we all thought it was going to be running backs. It's actually a lot of receivers that are running fast and defenders. But yeah, it's a lot of receivers. So this was crazy. So you had a close game in the couch draft party league. Did you have only Clyde Edwards-Helaire left?
And I had Tyreek Hill.
Oh, so you had two big players on the Chiefs.
Two big players, but he had Mark Andrews left and like a 28-point lead.
That's nothing.
I know, that's why I won.
So, your story, very weak, may I say. My story, you thought, because it's your team, you think it's good. We'll elevate it, okay? Last run play of the game, the Chiefs, Clyde Edwards-Helaire runs, gets a positive gain. I win the Instagram Experts League against Expert. I win by 0.3.
Wow.
That's interesting.
That's dramatic.
Okay.
That's a photo finish.
He's really hurting right now. He did not like that. Now this guy won the league 2 times in a row.
Oh wow, that's a huge upset.
He's pissed, but I finished second place last year. No one's as pissed as I am. I'm ready to kick butt. I'm so ready to get this first place finish this year. Like I thought I was gonna win the whole thing. I was the underdog. Everyone made fun of me last year. So I was ready to go. I'm so pissed. Revenge Tour 2020 in the Instagram Experts League, 3-0. Now, top that story, I got another one. Someone invited me to draft with them and to take their shot. They said, look, it's a $100 buy-in league. Winner takes all, 10-team league, $1,000. And I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, I'll pay for your buy-in. And so I did it. I drafted with Sully, a couch captain from the Discord. We tag teamed it.
Wow.
We went hard. We tag teamed the draft, and we drafted a killer team. That we had Clyde Edwards-Helaire left. We won by 0.14.
Wow.
So Clyde Edwards-Helaire,
he's paid off so much
on the last run, won us that one. So we were both going crazy. Discord's going crazy. I'm like, good job, Sully. Our team's killing it. We got Josh Allen. We got Calvin Ridley. We're dominating that league. It's a 10-team league though, so it's not, pretty much every team's kind of stacked.
Yeah.
Now, believe it or not, I got a story to top that one off. What? Are you ready for this? Going into week 4, Monday Night Football, Couch Draft Party League. Jermmm is down by just over 50 points.
Oh.
These are the things that needed to happen for the legend of Jermmm to live on and live on strong. Jermmm had a good quarterback going against the opposing defense. Well, I'm amping the story. We're trending upwards here. We started off with your crappy story. Now we're on the Jermmm. Oh,
Okay.
you reminded me. Let me put up the Jermmm profile
put it
pic
up.
while we're
Put it
talking.
up.
Little visual aid.
Yes.
Jermmm had a good quarterback heading into Monday night. I analyzed his team for 5 seconds, and I was like, man, he should bench his defense because he's got the opposing defense. Then I was like, actually, I mean, he's got such a long shot of winning. He needs some freakish things to happen, so he should leave his defense in. I took 5 seconds in my head. That's what I concluded.
That's a good analysis.
And then I went on to my other 13 leagues, and I was like, I don't care that much about this story. But Monday night's coming around. Jermm's got Patrick Mahomes. This is what needed to happen. Jermm has Patrick Mahomes going. He needed the Ravens to put up some points without negatively affecting Patrick Mahomes. Boom, fumble. That wasn't Patrick Mahomes. That was Clyde Edwards-Helaire, our backup, our running back's backup, which is great for us. He fumbled it. Ravens D/special teams returned it. Returned a kick. You know how good that is? That's 6 points. That doesn't affect Mahomes. Matter of fact, it gives Mahomes more time of possession. Another thing that needed to happen, you needed a certain type of scoring. Our couch leagues are almost always 6 points passing TD. You needed that. Also, another thing you needed is for Patrick Mahomes not to have a bunch of turnovers, score touchdowns, and get some good rushing stats. Check. He did that. Ravens defense put up about, 6-8 points. Patrick Mahomes put up 48 points, and Jermm wins by 4 points.
Oh, my God.
He had less than 1% chance of winning.
Wow.
And Jermm won. For those of you that don't know Jermm, you probably never listened to our podcast. You don't know who the hell I am. I'm Hussein the Brain. That's Mike Matal. I mean, we talking about, you have a segment dedicated to him. It's the only thing that's left on the ticker every podcast. The legend of Jermm.
Story needs to be told.
He's the taco of our league. He's the villain of our league. And he makes our league better because you love to hate him. And, I mean, he's just, he says the craziest, weirdest things, and he's very polarizing, but he's definitely
everyone has a Jermm in their league, though, if you think about it.
I don't know if it's that. It might be Jermm divided
Not
by 100. Yeah,
but everyone has that, that wild card guy that's very, kind of bro-ish, as you say, and are very confident, and they'll talk trash, and they make people uncomfortable. That's sure.
But
you might not have our Jermm, but
you don't have our Jermm. Our Jermm is Jermm times 100. You probably just have Jermm times
he'll
1.
Shit on your Jermm. He'll fucking punch your Jermm in the face.
Our Jermm is so, but everyone loves it. It adds a lot of spice to the league. You know what? Some people can't handle this spice. So Jermm is two wins, 1 loss. No one thought that would happen. Basically, he did do like 1 great pick in the draft, 1 terrible pick, 1 great pick, 1 terrible pick, kept going. And
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde strategy.
Yeah, he really nailed that strategy.
Yeah.
And then I'm 2-1. You're 3-0.
I'm first, yes, that's correct.
And hey, I'm thankful. I'm 3-0 in Throne. We're 3-0 in Throne.
Scout, I'm sad to mention, is 0-3.
Seems absolute garbage.
Super Bowl hangover happened, and that's just what happened.
Beyond that, it's like a really bad hangover.
Yeah, he's like drunk.
We're 3-0 in Throne, baby. That's amazing.
Wow, that is incredible.
That's a great, it's an important league. Instagram Experts League is very important to me. 3-0.
What are we there? 3-0?
3-0 in Instagram Experts League, baby.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Super Flex League. I'm out for blood.
Whoa.
In that league. I'm telling you, I did not like finishing second place last year. You might get 3
titles this year. What if have you ever had multiple championships in 1 year?
No, I don't think so.
I had it last year, and it honestly feels like it's the best feeling in the world. It's crazy. It's like you have two,
So for every week, I finish 8-6 in my 14 leagues. 8-6, 8-6, 8-6. What's your leagues looking like?
Well, I'm first place in our league, first place in another league. I'm 0-3 in my work league, and then I am 2-1 in the Empire.
So you're doing well.
Doing very well, yes.
So we got Pizza in our league, who's like a YouTube celebrity. I mean, we got over 1 million subs. You're pretty
A-list YouTube celebrity.
And Jermm is just talking a lot of trash to him, and it's amazing.
Right.
We love it.
It is amazing. Yeah.
And Tommy likes
Everyone
it. Pizza's
loves
gotta love it.
He loves it. He's just one of the guys.
Yeah,
he's
he's
one
one
of
of
the
the
couch
guys.
fam.
And
We're just playing fantasy.
I mean, imagine how much Pizza would hate it if 11 guys just sucked up to him the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, Pizza, that's so cool. You're so great. You'll turn it
that
around.
move was great.
You'll
That
turn
move was
things
great.
around, Pizza. See you in the playoffs. Good luck. Like 12 people spam good luck in the chat. I'll be like, guys, I'm done. I'm out of this league. I need someone to compete with.
Right. Like, we're not ever going to be starstruck unless it's JT O'Sullivan. And we will play against any other YouTube celebrities. So if you're listening out there, we challenge you to any fantasy matchups that you want to do. Because everyone loves that Beat the Brain segment, right? We should do something like that and just challenge people.
We do. It's called Beat the Brain. What do you want?
I know, but like other like YouTube people, like, you know what I mean?
Ah,
just have like one-on-one.
Just keep elevating it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do anything.
Right.
Y-list celebrities.
Yes, Y-list. Yeah.
Other
Z-list.
analysts, other sports figures. Yeah.
Whoever wants to, put their
Notorious wants to do it. He's got 7,000 subscribers.
There you go.
So we start with him and then work our way up.
And then we like film the reactions, like it's cool, or like I don't know.
Yeah, no, just like how Pizza plays Madden with other people.
Yes,
we'll do that.
Exactly.
Face cam, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll do that. Me and you should battle.
Yeah, we should.
We just kick it off. We start off like this.
We should actually.
Yeah, we're gonna. That's
starting now. Yeah.
No, let's do a battle. We'll just we'll keep changing. That's what the idea I got for Beat the Brain. Yeah, we do it, and then maybe throw in a little curveball or spice it up. Yeah. Just change it up a little bit here and there.
It keeps evolving, Yeah. The game keeps evolving.
It keeps changing, evolving.
Right.
Let's talk about some more fantasy stuff, and I want to get you guys' do a little Q&A too. Really quick, I did want to mention that Tarik Cohen is out, and now there's not an exact stat to back this up. Yes, Tarik Cohen did play in the slot. He gets 3 snaps in the slot, 4 snaps in the slot. He gets about 4 snaps out wide as a wide receiver, 5 snaps, per game. That's there, but it doesn't exactly work like. We all know that stats don't exactly work like that. We all know the one reason we drafted Tarik Cohen. I mean, you don't have him, do you, Mike?
No.
Yeah. I meant one fantasy owner would have drafted Tarik Cohen on 14 leagues. I have 0 shares of him, but anyway.
0.
The reason you draft him is like, he gets some snaps, he gets snaps at wideout, and he gets targets because we play PPR. Exactly.
PPR, yeah.
So now that he's out, the obvious one, yes, Montgomery's going to get more opportunities, but one that you guys really got to notice here. Soon as Tarik Cohen was out, soon as Nick Foles came in, guess whose snap count's going up, baby? Anthony Miller. Certified couch sleeper. Expect Anthony Miller to get better balls thrown his way, to get more targets, and get more snaps. I'm telling you. Look.
That's a good buy low.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, when I did hack my lineup, he's on waivers in all 10-team leagues.
Wow, are you serious?
All 10-team leagues. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah.
And on waivers in some 12-team. Yeah, he's not like he's probably not even 50% owned. I mean,
so yeah, that's a great candidate.
Yeah, you can even pick him up in some of your guys' leagues. And so I absolutely love it with Nick Foles. He's a much better quarterback. It's just I'm glad to see a guy like Anthony Miller trending upwards. And I'm very sad that Justin Jefferson was also a huge sleeper of mine. As soon as I seen him at practice, bro, I was like, this guy's it. And
I got him in one league.
That's great. I drafted him in a lot of my leagues and I dropped it. Yeah.
Oh, you did the drop before play?
No. I'm actually I'm not that mad. Okay. Because all my wide receivers were, I had to go get a win.
Give context though, like why did you drop him?
I drafted guys like AJ Brown, Mike Thomas, Cortland Sutton.
Okay.
I had to go make a move. Like I had to do something.
Yeah, on the same team.
Yeah, on the same team.
Oh,
You're in
all
some
right.
of my leagues. Look at me.
Yeah.
I got guys like Jonnu Smith, AJ
Oh
Brown,
no.
Mike Thomas, Cortland
Gee.
Sutton. I drafted Cortland Sutton in couch
I did
draft part.
too.
Yeah, I
I did
mean,
too.
because he
I
was
did
like
want.
once he falls around 6, I'm like,
Yeah.
I
He
need a
was a
wide
Pro Bowler
receiver.
last season.
Yeah, he's great, and he was gonna be
Yeah,
great. I knew it.
he was gonna be great.
You know,
Yeah.
5th round, I was like, whatever, I don't need him. But when he drops around
Right.
6, I had to pull the
He
trigger.
was gonna
on
take the
Sutton.
leap to the next level. He was.
Bro, he's
trending that way.
amazing. And you know what? He can probably do it with any quarterback too.
I know.
Just like you know, guys like Allen Robinson and Julio and like all those guys who can Hopkins, they can do well with any quarterback, and it was that way with Sutton. Anyway, Anthony Miller, great. Justin Jefferson, I'm sad that I dropped you. I'm mad that I dropped you, but not beating myself up too much because I had to make a move and I had to do what I had to do. I mean,
What about T?
he's cool.
Thoughts?
Burrow's gonna spread the ball. All you know, I'm not like T. Higgins amazing train yet, which I mean he's a great pickup. Don't get me wrong, he's trending upwards. It's more so that AJ Green is. I mean, he's looking like
Bad,
so bad. Like yeah, he's
Yeah,
trending
that's why
downwards.
T. Higgins should be going upwards.
Yeah,
then,
no, he
since
is trending
AJ
up.
Green's
No,
so
no, he
bad.
is. But Burrow's gonna spread the ball, and AJ Green's trending downwards. That's what sucks. And
He got 2 touchdowns last week. I think he's the real deal, bro.
yeah, no, he was in my waiver video. 0 targets week 1, 6
Yeah.
targets week 2, 9 targets week 3. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out the sequence,
I
the
didn't know
pattern
he was
sequence.
the 33rd overall pick though in the NFL draft. That means he's like he has the pedigree, you know, like he's supposed to.
He's
be
supposed
that
to
guy.
replace AJ Green,
Yeah, he is.
but it's supposed to be next
I
year.
think he's doing it now.
Yeah, he's supposed to
I
be
think
next
he's,
year.
Taking it now.
He's already like, dude. I mean,
He's way better. Like if you watch them both on tape, he's twice as good as AJ Green.
something's
right
not working. I mean, AJ Green's not.
AJ Green's washed.
washed,
He's
yeah.
old. He's coming off multiple injuries. He hasn't played a full season since 2015 when Jermmm was good. And then, just kidding. But no, he hasn't played in a while. But I think T. Higgins is really going to be the #1 receiver going forward.
What I like about Higgins the most is his quarterback. He
Yes,
throws the ball a
throws a
lot,
ton.
and he's really good.
Burrow throws it. They got to protect him, though, at the end of the day. They have to.
Yeah, they have to just use all their draft picks for
Yes.
offensive linemen. Okay,
Agreed.
so let's do buy low, sell high. We're at episode 117, guys.
Whoa, are you serious?
yeah,
117. No way.
Yeah, this was the best idea I had, is to make this a video podcast.
That's a bit. Yeah, that was honestly amazing.
It's so dumb
was
that we didn't
incredible.
do. You're like,
Yeah.
at first you were like, I don't know, whatever. It seems like work now, and then it was like, well, I mean, this is us. We're video guys.
That's true. I didn't think about that because usually people are like shy of the camera, but we're not. We're not,
bro.
though.
We both been on camera.
Yeah.
We're good.
Right.
So that's. I mean, I didn't mention that. I just mentioned that like we did a season or 2 without video, and then once we did
Idiots.
video, yeah, that was long.
Dummies.
Whatever. We didn't figure out the podcast game, and we still haven't. It's all good, but we're having fun. We're giving the people a little bit of value. Episode 117. Buy low, sell high. Here is Mike Mattal's buy low list.
Let's go. So I'm a little rusty, everyone. So bear with me, okay? So my first buy low candidate, George Kittle, tight end of the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I've seen a lot of people in my leagues, they've put him up on the trading block, George Kittle, because obviously he's been injured. He got injured at Arizona when they tackled him low. I think it was Budda Baker. He was out for 2 weeks, but now he's been practicing. He's back. Week 4, he plays Philly. They have a tough defense, but moving forward, he has some easy matchups against the Dolphins. And I think that George Kittle is the perfect buy low candidate. He's still the George Kittle mold. And the Niners just don't have any weapons. Who do they have? They have Brandon Ayuk is their #1 receiver now. Debo's coming back, but I think George Kittle has to be involved in this offense. Nick Mullins is playing great. Get George Kittle if you can. He can really, be an elite tight end that can win you some games. The next buy low candidate is David Johnson, running back of the Texans. So he had some very tough matchups. Week 1, he plays Kansas City Chiefs defense. Week 2, he plays Baltimore Ravens defense, has a terrible game, no touchdowns, only 7 fantasy points. Week 3, he plays the best defense in the league, Pittsburgh Steelers. Only gets a touchdown, had a decent day, but now he has some easy matchups coming up. Minnesota Week 4, Jacksonville Week 5, Tennessee Week 6. He's the only workhorse back there. Duke Johnson, he's still getting over injury, so he's a workhorse back. David Johnson, as long as he's healthy, is an
Duke
RB1.
Johnson, man, he sucks.
He sucks,
he's
yeah.
not
So
really,
he's a non-factor.
Non-factor, exactly. Even
Non-factor.
when he returns, yeah. Right now, David Johnson, by the way, guys, I post a snap count on Twitter, Facebook, and best viewed on Instagram. And it seems like David Johnson's the only running back on that Texans team.
He's the only guy. Yeah, Bill O'Brien's running the whole offense through him. It's pretty much obvious at this point. So get him while you can. Get him while you can, everybody. So this guy, this name, Kenyon Drake, everyone expected him to get all the touches in this high-flying offense with Kyler Murray. They haven't really ran the ball that much. He's had some success. He has 1 touchdown against the Niners in week 1, but he's been a disappointment so far. I don't know what it is, but I think he's about to break out soon. Get him while you can. He's playing Carolina, easy matchup. Jets in week 5, Dallas week 6. Kenyon Drake is someone that's going to get the ball, much like David Johnson. They're going to start giving the ball. He's going to start getting into the rhythm and seeing the cutting lanes, and he's going to score the ball. And he's getting over, 15 touches a game, so that's a lot of volume.
I'm glad you put him on here because he was my buy low last week, and I'm doubling down.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I said people buy low on him, and now you can actually get him for even cheaper. It's gonna come. The snaps are there. The offense is there. It's going to come. Like I know it. And if it doesn't this week, then I'm probably dead wrong and gonna definitely.
I'm a panic.
But whatever. I mean, this is a buy low list, and you got him for super low. So it's I don't.
On the low.
It's very tough to lose on this deal. I feel like even if I'm wrong, like you didn't give up that much for him.
Yeah, exactly. So Keenan Allen is my first.
Well, I had two bonus buy lows to add.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I'm
rusty.
To come in and like ruin your list, make it my.
Yeah,
everything has to be about me.
Yeah, exactly.
No, just 2 small bonuses at quarterback. Lamar Jackson you can get for cheap, and Deshaun Watson you can get for really cheap. So if you need a quarterback, same team as David Johnson. So some tough matchups. Now he's got some much easier matchups. Deshaun Watson's going to do much better. And so if you need a quarterback, you can get him for cheap. Now for Lamar Jackson, you're going to have to pay more. But if you need a quarterback and you don't want to spend it, like you don't want to go overboard, you can get Deshaun Watson for super cheap. Now, the ideal scenario, look for guys who have Deshaun Watson and another good quarterback like Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah,
yeah, something like that.
Great idea.
Whatever like that, and you can get him for cheap. Okay, moving on.
Get creative. Get creative is what the point is.
Yeah, I mean, quarterbacks are a little different than you didn't list any quarterbacks. So quarterbacks a little different. We might have to do a 2-for-2 trade or something like you said. Get creative. So let's go to your sell highs.
Sell highs, Keenan Allen, who had a huge game last week, 30 points, 19 targets, 13 receptions for 132 yards and a touchdown. But listen up, guys. He has a rookie quarterback in Justin Herbert who's going to be very, up and down, inaccurate at times. This is definitely probably going to be one of Keenan Allen's best games of the season. He has 2 tough matchups coming up against the Bucs and the Saints defense. So now is the time to sell high. You can get another more consistent receiver with Keenan Allen or package him for a running back if you need a running back at this point and be dealing with injuries. What do you think about that one, Brain? I want some feedback from you.
Yeah, I like it, but my reasoning, I mean, he's a Charger. Something bad's going to happen.
Yes, exactly.
And
exactly. We don't know what. We're not saying injury. We're just saying
it's
something.
Funny, people, would always say stuff, but I've always been right with this. Just like I've been right saying, one of these guys, pretty heated comment on YouTube was like, look, you can't just say that you don't like DeAndre Swift because the Lions drafted him. Bro, 2 snaps last week.
Yeah, it's bad.
Okay,
It's not gonna
that's
make
what
it.
a Lions running back does.
Yeah.
What does a Steelers wide receiver do? Chase Claypool got the ball thrown to him like one time, and he has like 30 fantasy points with one throw. He got one throw. He threw to one time, and he has 30 fantasy points. It's an anomaly. It's physically impossible.
So are you saying you're not high on Chase Claypool, or you are?
No. So I didn't even explain. So I say the Lions running backs suck. They know how to draft running backs. They always get unlucky. That's DeAndre
fact.
Swift. It's always happened.
It's a fact. It's a fantasy fact.
Steelers, they're great at drafting wide receivers.
Great.
Yeah, sometimes they're not mentally all there. It's tough to know that type of stuff. Something like Martavius Bryant, Antonio Brown, whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, but the Martavius Bryant was still pretty talented. So
Juju's cool.
Yeah, I mean you got to take risks sometimes. So
I take risks.
They got Hines Ward, Chase Claypool, Emmanuel Sanders,
Plaxico
Burress. Yeah, he's got. I mean, we're talking about
Antonio Holmes.
we're talking about great players here, and so same thing. The Chargers, they always got bad luck. Something doesn't work. Keenan Allen drops off, or he gets hurt, or something.
Or the team doctor punctures a starting quarterback's lung.
Bro, if I said that, nobody would be like, you're the dumbest person ever. Hey, you never know. Maybe Tyrod Taylor, he's trying to get a shot to play through the pain, and a doctor's a complete idiot, punctures his lung, and almost kills him. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 Los Angeles Chargers.
Did I tell you though that he was gonna be like? He was easily going to get replaced by Herbert. Like, it was just a matter of time. I mean, I was even wrong. I underestimated
I thought it was going to take, at least 6 weeks.
I said 4 weeks, and it was like 2.
It's
it was
2 days.
It's like 2 days.
It's like before the draft, and then they're like, Herbert, you're starting.
Yeah, like Hard Knocks. As soon as that wrapped. Herbert, get in there, bud. Yeah.
Next up.
So, next guy. Okay, here we go. This guy, running back for the Falcons, Todd Gurley. I have a rule in fantasy: never trust Todd Gurley. So he just came off a game where he looked really good, got a touchdown, 80 yards. He had 14 carries. But there's another running back coming up, and it's Brian Hill, who also looked good last week, had a touchdown. And it's only a matter of time before something bad happens. Todd Gurley is injury prone. Man, I don't know. You do the math.
I disagree with this.
You disagree with this?
Completely disagree.
Okay.
Because that's not what happened in the game. So Brian Hill is getting a lot of snaps, kind of like a Chase Edmonds, but did not look good at all. He dropped ball. I mean, he sucked. And this trend's gonna they don't want to put Todd Gurley out there for 70 snaps.
But they want to keep Todd Gurley fresh. Is my point.
Yeah, that's fine. Look. I was wrong about Gurley. He doesn't have the upside.
No, he
does
not.
That's not what people said. He'd already be dead by now. He's healthy. He's getting the snaps and has a high floor. You're selling high on what? He didn't even do that well. He's doing mediocre. Look, keep him. He's going to improve. Not much, but he's going to improve a little bit. Then you may want to sell high. Don't sell Gurley right. You're not going to get anything for him. I'm telling you, you're not.
I think you could.
You're not. You don't like him. No one else does. Look, Keenan Allen just got 19 targets and 30 fantasy points, something crazy. So there's no everyone likes him. No, not too many people believe that the Chargers are cursed. They don't know about the curse. They don't follow him. Todd Gurley, not that many people like. I'm telling you can get Todd Gurley for peanuts. So I don't think you're going to get much for him. And now you're going to be trading away a running back who still has his knee, who has a high floor, and is getting just enough snaps to be considered a workhorse still in this modern day.
All right. So, yes. So do what you guys think is right, but I'm saying sell high. Last guy on the list, Amari Cooper, sell high candidate. And I'm saying this from the context of being a Amari Cooper owner last year. He's going to let you down. He's going to have big games, but he's ultimately going to let you down. Either he's going to get injured at some point. CeeDee Lamb's going to come in, take away his targets. Something's just going to happen. He's a very inconsistent player is my point. He's been very consistent so far, but I believe this to be an aberration. And I think that Amari Cooper, You should get what you can on his name alone. You'll get something. Sell him while you can because you just don't want to deal with that volatility week to week. Is what
I guess
I would suggest.
the only bad thing about this pick right here is that for some reason people they hate the Cowboys and they hate Amari Cooper.
They don't hate. A lot of people love the Cowboys, bro. There's so many Cowboys fans.
Actually, in your league, there's probably going to be 2.1 Cowboy fans, like hardcore Cowboy fans.
I mean, it is the number one team in
number
the
one
nation,
team. No, number one sports
popular.
franchise, period.
Yeah, franchise. Period. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I take it right back. In your league, you probably have an average of 2.1 pretty hardcore Cowboy fans. And right now, everything else I agree with you. Everything I agree with you said. There's a higher chance that Cooper's going to drop off than do better. A much higher chance because he's doing great. And I don't see Dak dropping off, but he does. Who's this guy? Cedric Wilson. And then last week it was Dalton Schultz. And so it's there's enough weapons here. The offense is working. Kellen Moore is working. Mike McCarthy is working. In terms of putting up yards and fantasy points and touchdowns. It's working for the offense. I don't know if they can win game. I don't even know if they can get to their 8-8, but they're going to win the division. None of that matters. What matters is Dak, I think, is going to keep doing well, but for Amari Cooper to keep this up, it's unlikely. Sell him to a Cowboys homer. Find someone who likes Cooper. I guess that's how it is. Once you got some hardcore Cowboy fans are popular, you're naturally going to have haters. That's how it is. Everyone that's popular naturally has, a group of people that just hate them. We want to do a Q&A.
Ooh.
Before we end this. Royal says Jalen Ramsey couldn't even contain Cooper.
Okay. So we got one pro Cooper vote, which is good. That means you can sell highs.
That's a good argument for him.
Yeah. That's a good argument.
I was answering someone's question. They were like, wow. He's like, that's a great argument. And I totally forgot. Oh, it was for selling James Robinson. And I'm not.
Really? I want to hear that.
No, see, here's the thing. I'm not. I'm more leaning towards keeping Robinson. But every trade.
Why would you not?
There's an offer for every player that's good. Right, and there's an offer for every player that's. But yeah, I mean, we and you were debating this. But if you gave me Aaron Jones or Todd Gurley, I'm doing it, right? There you go. That's it. So I'm just saying there's a good.
But one for one, who do you think you could who's the best player you think?
So I saw a good James Robinson trade where it was a package. He got Kelsey. I remember that. That's the only thing I remember. Okay. Yeah. So it was a package trade where he got Kelsey, and I was like, yes, sell high because you can't beat Kelsey, bro. He's the only tight end that I can rely on. He's the number one tight end every year, and he doesn't get hurt, and you can rely. And he's got Mahomes throwing it to him.
Yeah,
it's just different, and so I like that. You get Kelsey, everything was perfect. I was like, yes, and it was a pack. To be honest, it was a package. I don't remember, but I loved it. And so when I was saying, I was like, look, James Robinson, he's undrafted. He's going to be fighting. I know I was just talking about don't sell. I was like, look, sell high is a good idea on James Robinson, but sell really, really high. Have high standards. Someone gives you a good trade, don't accept it. It has to be a great trade. I'm talking about a killer offer for James Robinson. Accept it, and you could use these points. It was a not a good game script. They used Chris Thompson because they were playing catch up, and he still balled out, and he looked good in the pass game. And he's been consistent. He's one of the best backs in fantasy, and being undrafted, he's got nothing to lose. He's going to be running hard for your fantasy team. I don't know, just use points like that to sell. If you need to. You usually don't even have to. You don't get to put bullet points when you trade, do you? Sometimes.
No, I don't. I've never heard of that.
You usually get a yes or no.
Yeah.
Or be like, no.
I have a question. What do you think? I'm starting to think that Rob Gronkowski can actually become a tight end one by the end of the season. Is there any potential for that happening?
Yeah, there is, because right now I just did my rankings video. Right now, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and another team. Oh, the Vikings. The Vikings and Tampa Bay Buccaneers have plus matchups for tight ends. Now, people, sometimes they look at it. I don't even think I try not to even look. Some things I don't look at on purpose. So people just look at the matchup in terms of fantasy. Is it whatever platform you're on? Is it green? Is it orange? Is it red? How do they do against a tight end? That actually doesn't matter at all because they just played 3 games against what tight end? And it doesn't matter. Like, that doesn't matter. It's who's defending them, who's their supporting cast, who's their quarterback. Are they going to be throwing it? Are they going to be blocking? With Gronkowski's the big question. Is he going to be a blocker? Is he going to be offensive lineman? And so plus matchup this week for the Vikings and the Bucks. Gronk does have a chance for sure. One of the biggest reasons actually is that the Bucks are always banged up. I mean, they've never been at full strength with their receivers because Godwin.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Godwin's had 2 injuries, concussion, and hamstring. Is it hamstring? This time
Evans got hurt with the hamstring.
Evans had a hamstring.
Earlier.
Yeah, barely was able to play week 1. Scotty Miller's hurt.
Scotty Miller's
Justin
currently
Watson is hurt. I mean, they just named all 4 wide receivers.
Right. So that leaves Gronk.
Cameron Brate. Oh, yeah, Gronk. Got him.
OJ Howard. But I do think this is what I think is happening. So he's had a slow start, obviously. But that's because I think they wanted to ease him back in and get him in the football shape. He had a 2-year layoff, right? So obviously he needs to get back into the speed of the game.
And a 1-year layoff.
1 year layoff, excuse me. But it feels like forever. It feels like a decade.
Yeah, it does feel like a lot's happened this year.
A lot's happened since Gronk played for the Pats.
Yeah.
But I think he's ready now. He's got the timing down. He's the last person left. And Tom Brady, if he can trust anyone to throw on that team the ball, it's Gronk.
Yeah.
So I think he has a lot of upside, and you can get a lot of people dropped him. I don't know if Jermmm did, but he probably didn't out of just pride.
I checked because I would have.
He did not.
I was gonna add him.
Yeah, so I added him today in one league. Someone dropped him, so I picked him up because I have Hayden Hurst in my starting tight end. But I think just in case Gronk somehow miraculously figures it out and he gets back on the Brady connection train, then I think he has some potential.
Right now, you need 2 tight ends. You need 2 tight ends.
Do.
We got Mark Andrews in the Throne League.
Right.
Our league, our team's great. I just put in our number 1. Well, we do FAB, so I did put $0. But the number 1 claim for $0 I put in was for Jimmy Graham because we need it back. We dropped Doyle for Jimmy Graham, and guys, it's a lot of it is luck with picking my tight ends, and I got lucky and I nailed it. But a lot of it is skill, not just with picking the player, but how I attacked it. And I got several videos about me saying this. I was like, look, you got to throw at least 2 darts at the tight end board. And if you're in a deep league, one of those leagues where you get more than 7 bench spots, throw 3 darts at it. I mean, Gerald Everett was wrong, but, and I don't like him or not. But I'm saying, like, even that, like, throw, I'm going back in time here 6 weeks.
Right.
Throw the 3rd dart if you can, because I got Jonnu Smith, and then in the I got Goddard, and I didn't necessarily want him, but I knew I had to throw a dart. I got guys like Goddard, so I got Goddard, Jonnu Smith, and Jonnu Smith. All of a sudden, it's a shocking bye-week postponed game. Goddard injured. I have no tight end. So I went and picked up Chris Herndon and started him. And I'm so angry. I started Chris Herndon. I should have tried to win and get Rudolph. I mean, there was literally no Jordan Akins. I didn't want.
That's my 3rd rule of fantasy. Never trust Chris Herndon because I've been burned way too many times.
I didn't want to do it.
I know you did. The name got you, and the promise of talent got you. But he has never been good and never will be good in fantasy. So never trust Chris Herndon is my point.
God, he didn't even play, and he got 3 he got 3 targets today.
Oh my God.
And dropped 2 of them like an idiot.
Oh my.
I mean, if you could have just gave me 7 fantasy points. I had no choice.
No, I know. I'm just saying for the other people that have are thinking about drafting Chris, or not drafting, but getting him somehow and starting him maybe in a spot start. Don't even think about it. Not even if you're a Jets fan. Don't even think about it. Move on. There's better options because he's gonna let you down. He's done it every year, time and time again.
I mean, even Fant let people down because of an injury.
Even
Not
Fant
because I mean
people
he's
let-
talented though. He's good.
Well, Herndon's more of a culprit for this, but yeah,
I hate Herndon.
Herndon's the worst.
I mean, it
Like
was
fool's gold.
It was
like,
so.
never,
I'm like, hey, I got Jonnu Smith, baby.
you
Second
thought you
best
were rich.
tight end. Like,
Mhm.
and I was like, I got Goddard as a backup. He's
Yeah.
doing good.
Great. He was doing great.
I mean, you know, I got those guys for dirt cheap. Like, I mean, I spent no draft cap. I mean, we're talking about the double digit rounds here. I got these.
That's why I call the tight end position the luxury position. And it's good. This is another good reason to stack up on tight ends because then it's such a scarce commodity when you have good ones. You're keeping a good one away from another team. Also, they're huge trading chips. If you have two good tight ends,
I just said the James Robinson for Kelsey. Like we're talking big. If you got a top tight end,
yeah, you can get a lot.
You can get a lot. Yeah, and you know that's what I was always saying is so if you draft a tight end early and you miss, you're gonna lose your league. Like it,
right,
100%. And if you draft a tight end late and you hit, you got a great chance. You need a good tight end to win fantasy.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a must. And if you get one in the late rounds, you got a great chance of winning.
You know who I had last year when I won 2 championships? Guess who I had?
Well, it's got to be. There's only 3.
You'll get it.
There was Waller, Cooper, and Mark Andrews.
It's the big one. Yeah, Mark Andrews. Yeah.
All 3 of those were great.
Yeah, I know, but Mark Andrews is the one who he in finals, the championship week, he had a huge game.
Well, he was the only one that was on my radar. To be fair.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
Waller, I hated Hooper, and Waller was just a deep league sleeper that no one believed in.
But the people who got Mark Andrews and they got him late, you know what I mean? Like you didn't waste. Yeah, like you took a flyer on him in the middle rounds. He paid off way more than what most people got his ADP. So he was a league winner last year, Mark.
I think Andrews was so what happened was Mark Andrews only got about 5 fantasy points last week, but he dropped uncharacteristically dropped
buy low,
a nice
Mark Andrews.
Yeah, it's another buy low. Dropped a dime that Lamar threw to him.
Oh my God, you gotta
and
catch
that
Mark
catch would have put him up more than 11 fantasy. Just that catch. So that would have had him at 17 fantasy points if he caught that.
Would have had a big day.
It was like a 40-yard or 30. It was a
48-yarder.
40. Okay, so 48-yard. So with that play, he would have had over 11 fantasy points if he just caught that, and he'll catch it. He'll catch it more often. The Chiefs D, man, they really did a good job.
Chiefs D is for real. Like I was at the Super Bowl, light flex, but they're the real deal. Chris Jones on the defensive line is a monster. They have Tyrann Mathieu. Like people, when
Chris
you talk
Jones is fat. He actually ran down Lamar.
Yes, like that's
big dude, scary. Big boy.
That's a scary thought to think about. You know what I mean?
You can play defensive tackle and run down Lamar.
He might be the best defensive player in the league right now. Like just right now. Now that Bosa's injured, I hate to say,
he's
but
the hottest for sure.
Chris Jones is the real deal. He's just a monster, and a lot of people don't give him credit for that, and they don't give the safety Tyrann Mathieu credit for holding down the secondary. He's a hard hitter. He's the quarterback of that team. You're not going to score a lot of points on the Chiefs, and they're going to score a lot of points on you. So what that means is you're probably going to lose unless you beat them in one of those categories.
Props to their front office and coaching staff because they nailed everything. They
nailed everything. CEH, what a great pick.
Yeah.
That's an amazing pick. You know what I mean? Like
for being a little bit bold, but that was for them. That was their pick, like that.
Yeah, that was the perfect fit. You want to see a peg in the hole. It's a perfect fit. That was it. The puzzle piece. Boom. CEH. CEH might be a league winner, and he's a first round rookie.
Oh yeah, and
you know what I mean?
I mean, there is a little bit of talk of being disappointed with Clyde, but guys, don't worry because that offense is so good and
good.
I mean, he's great.
As long as he stays healthy, he's gonna win.
And Darrell Williams just fumbled the ball.
Yeah,
prime time.
Yeah, he has no threat.
Yeah, get out of here. Yeah. BM says Keenan Allen, Mark Ingram, Dobbins, and Jonnu Smith for Josh Jacobs. Now a little bit weird here, bud. This is a trade. It sounds like.
There's too many players on one side.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
This isn't the NBA.
4.
Like, you gotta have like, you know what I mean? You have to cut 2 of those guys. You won't have room
What
on your
is
bench.
that? Yeah, make the
Yeah, like, come on.
let's just say no and move on.
Yeah, let's say no.
Graham or Gronk? Jimmy Graham or Gronk this week?
I'm gonna say Jimmy Graham. For the short term, long term, I'm saying Gronk.
Jimmy Graham going against the Colts.
Colts is pretty good actually though. In fantasy.
They're decent.
I don't know about real life.
Yeah, they're okay in real.
Yeah, in fantasy they're good.
That's what I love. They QB pressure is their thing, and that equals fantasy points always.
Right. It's a sneaky play.
So I'm gonna go with Gronk because of the excellent matchup, and like we said, Bucks Godwin is out. Bucks wide receiver core is bad. Go with
2 touchdowns for Gronk.
Go with Gronk. Week. 1 touchdown for Gronk.
Party with Gronk.
Gosh, Jermmm. He's starting Gronk, huh?
He has to.
Wait, he picked up Jimmy Graham, huh?
Oh,
so Jermmm is Cooper.
He has both options.
Is Cooper Jermmm? I know you just don't know.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Miles Sanders and Mike Davis, or J-Rob and Gurley.
No, keep Mike Davis and who's the first?
Well, Mike
guy?
Davis is short term.
Is he though? You never know. It's good to have that insurance. Well, what's the other side? It was Gurley and who?
J-Rob. That's your boy, James Rob.
Okay, never mind.
I'm definitely going with the Gurley side.
J-Rob and Gurley side's way better. Yeah.
Okay, and then look.
Wrong.
Okay, guys, Gurley's gonna start to do slightly better. Then try to make that trade. Then trade away Gurley.
Okay.
Don't trade him away
so
now.
don't do it too early is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's going to get better.
You can get more. Last year I traded Gurley for Saquon and injured Saquon, and it paid off, and I won.
You asked me about that.
Yeah.
Saquon with his playoff
legendary.
performance.
That was legendary.
That was nice.
That was a
Saquon put up
heist.
40 points in the playoffs.
I think it was like 50. If we can go back.
He was insane. He was nuts.
He was a winner.
Need a running back since losing Barkley. Thoughts on trade? Mark Ingram. This again?
All right.
Thanks.
Can we get some good questions?
Good
like
questions, please.
Ones?
Couch and Mike. Oh, this
Jamie?
Look, this guy. He said our names. He's got a profile pic.
I like this.
Vince
I like where this is going.
Lamartina, baby. I know this is a good question coming here.
All right.
Couch and Mike. Today I got Kenyon Drake from Mike Davis and Josh Kelly. Everyone in the league says I lost the trade. Thoughts?
Whoa, no.
They're wrong, bud.
They're wrong.
We're right.
Yeah, we're right. We're right. That's like such a dumb reaction from the other league.
I mean, you're talking to a guy who's like, my whole career is based on Joshua Kelly.
What has Josh Kelly even done? Like, I have him.
No, he's good, but he ain't.
Yeah, but not now. Like, he'll be good.
Imagine if Josh Kelly sucked, my career would be over.
Yeah.
I based everything off of that sleeper pick.
The only reason I still have him is the off chance that something happens to Eckler. That's
no. He's good, but he's more like your RB3, which is,
But he doesn't have standalone value is what I'm saying. Right now.
He's startable the first 2 weeks.
You think? I mean,
no, just mathematically.
I wouldn't start
Mathematically, he was a starter week 1. He was a starter week 2.
Mm-hmm. But who started him? Really?
Negative games. Well, I probably did, and I did.
You started.
I have everyone hurt. Unlike you probably have nobody hurt because you're lucky. I have everyone hurt. I started them week 2. At least in one league, yeah.
Who got hurt?
Everyone on my team. Everybody? I had Mike Thomas, Le'Veon Bell, AJ Brown. It was horrible. I mean, the list goes on. I'm in 14 league, but that's the subscriber league. That's the league where I did an auction and someone bid 113 on Connor, and a group of people really hated me and thought I was an evil a-hole for not pausing the draft. I didn't know how to do that. And that's the karma I get. This is karma.
I believe
that's what happens. But it's okay. It's fine. Let them win. I'm 0-3, and I'm still playing hard, baby. And everyone's having fun. And the guy who bid 113 on Connor loves it. I think he's still a Patreon. He's cool with it. He understands that he did something dumb. And he's very cool with it. I mean, it is what it is. You screw up, you screw up. Drake's a win, Vince. Exactly. John says start Jacobs, Allen Robinson, or Justin Jefferson in flex. So come on, it's between Jacobs and Allen Robinson, really, Mike. Who do you got?
Yeah, come on, same. Justin Jefferson, you can't trust him yet.
No, we do it. So
okay.
Jacobs or Allen Robinson. No.
Is it trade?
No. Stop. Okay.
Right,
he asked which one out of these three do we start. I already eliminated one option for you.
Okay.
So, but basically the question is start Josh Jacobs or Allen Robinson week 4.
Okay, so you already eliminated Jefferson is what you're alluding to. Okay, then Josh Jacobs for sure, because you have to, on the off chance he's healthy still and he's not hurt at all, you have to start him because of the volume. He's an RB1, surefire RB1.
I agree. The floor is way too high. 11, 12 points is his floor.
Right.
And Allen Robinson, all those, he's going to probably ball out. He doesn't have that floor. He just doesn't. The Colts, better defense than the Falcons. Okay, that's who Nick Foles is going up this week. It's not the same. It's not the same team. James says, I have Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, Jamison Clam Chowder, and Stephon Diggs. I need a running back. Which wide receiver should I trade for running back?
Ooh, can you get James Robinson?
You know what I would do?
Kareem
Hunt. You said which wide receiver?
I thought you were trying to get a running back.
Yeah, but his question was which wide receiver should I trade? This is
Cooper
what you do.
Or Keenan Allen.
Look, I'm gonna answer. You tell me, Micah. This is a good answer.
Okay.
It's because running back is so valuable, and on top of that, he's desperate for one. Go for a target and tell the dude to pick one. Who cares who you give away?
Ooh.
I mean, you don't have to approach it like that from the day one, or you could say, here's Diggs or here's Keenan, and then be like, oh, you don't want him? Pick one. You see what I mean? He can't. It's hard to refuse deals, so you don't have to start off like that, but be like, I don't really care. I got it. I'm gonna
taunt him. It's like a taunt.
I can put somebody in the wide receiver spot. You don't care. You just need a running back.
You just want the running back.
So if they go like, "Oh, you trying to give me Diggs? Oh, I don't like him. Give me Keenan Allen." Done.
All right, cool.
As long as you're getting a quality running back that you can start every single week.
Yeah,
it's got to be quality. Like none of that garbage.
Like James Conner.
Ooh, you know what? My thing with James Conner is you can get him. I'm okay with it. Please trade him away in 2 weeks, though, before he gets hurt.
Yeah, so, for sure. That should be a sell high. For sure.
James Conner, ladies and gentlemen, James Conner is healthy. This is going to last a week or two.
Breaking news.
It might last a little longer. It might not. Sell high before he gets hurt.
He has a 5% chance of finishing the season completely healthy, and that's just based on math. Statistics.
Avi, I would start Hollywood Brown and bench Antonio Gibson. You don't want to start it. Washington's not going to do well against the Ravens.
I think it's going to happen soon, though, that Antonio Gibson is going to be the unquestioned featured back just because of his talent and his athleticism and potential.
It's actually not, bro, because
it's not?
You're thinking of it in terms of like a team that can successfully deploy that. We're talking about a team that can't go a week without a scandal. We're talking about a team that doesn't have a team name. We're talking about a team that might not have a top 30 quarterback. Matter of fact, Dwayne Haskins might be the third.
Top 30?
Dwayne. Okay, who's better? I mean,
no, he can't even crack the top 30. How many teams are there? He's last.
That's what I said. He might not be top 30.
Yeah, I know.
He is probably the third best quarterback on his damn team.
Facts.
I got Alex Smith and Kyle Allen on there. I mean,
facts.
And then
who
was the quarterback last year? Case Keenum for a little bit.
Case Keenum
looked better than Haskins. So I'm just saying, like,
Nick Mullins is definitely better.
Yeah. Oh, come on, bro. There's different leagues, bro. We're talking about.
Wait, is he better than Josh Rosen? Like, how bad is this guy? Like,
he's probably better than Josh Rosen.
Is he better?
There you go. That's what we had to do to set his. So I'm just saying, look, the team does have some bright spots. They do have some players, McLaurin, Chase Young, who's not healthy. Whatever.
Probably. With their luck, he's done.
With their luck, 2 to 4 week timetable. He's done. He's done. You know what? I can't
bro.
argue against that.
Prove me wrong.
That's all I'm saying. Gibson is talented. There's going to be games he'll go off, and there's going to be, he's already seen more and more touches. But we're going to see games where the team's going to be like, all right, let's just try to get out of this alive.
I think he's the most talented running back, though, since Clinton Portis, for sure, on the Redskins. I know it's not saying much, but he just has a lot of potential to be good. Yeah, I'm just saying he could be a star one day.
Who's the most talented running back on the Jets? Does it matter?
Well, this is a little different, but
how so?
Because Antonio Gibson was
Washington's a little bit better. I'm not saying that Gibson's a trash player. I'm saying he's not a workhorse running back. He's not big, and he's on a team. He's not, bro. He only had like 30 carries in college. He's not. He's gonna keep. Look,
he's a receiver too, though.
Yes, no, that's good, and he's an explosive player too. He's gonna get used. All I'm saying, look, your projection would be dead on if he was in a better situation. But
of course,
being in about four, if he's on the Jets, if he's on Washington, if he's on the Giants, or Bengals, I don't see it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just be wary. They're gonna try to use Gibson. Even if they don't use him at running back like you think, they'll find another way to use him because he is a great player.
You're saying he's like a poor man's Joe Mixon, is what you're saying.
No. Joe Mixon's the true running back.
Okay.
He's like
I said poor man's
Austin Eckler.
Oh, okay. But he's not. He's a lot bigger than Austin Eckler.
He hasn't played running back much. He hasn't picked up the blitz much. So he hasn't been in the backfield much. He's still learning that. And that's what I'm saying. And you know the big thing that separates Zeke from Pollard is that Tony Pollard is like the worst pass blocker. And Zeke's the best pass blocker.
That's why he can't get on the field ever.
That's why even in hurry up at the end when you're like, where's James Robinson? Where's your that's why Zeke's on the field. Because he might block.
He's strong, man.
Yeah, he's a good pass blocker. And that's why Cedric Wilson's catching touchdowns. Zeke might be back there blocking. And so that's all I'm saying with Gibson. He's in a bad situation on a bad team. You just can't rely on him. He'll get some more work later on, and he'll get some good games. Other than that, I like running back to me means stability. It's running back and quarterback are your consistent positions. Wide receiver and tight end are your inconsistent positions. And Gibson's going to be that inconsistent guy, and you're going to have to rely on those big plays. And, that's all I'm saying is I'm just a little bit worried here. Hopefully you got him in the later rounds when they still had Adrian Peterson. Maybe even drafted super early. Probably not when they had Geis. But if they had AP, you got him super late. And so that's a win. But if you drafted him in round 4 or 5 or even 6.
What if you auto-drafted him
4.12?
And then also auto-drafted J.K. Dobbins at the same back-to-back picks?
Both could be league winners. But I wouldn't bank on it.
I would not.
All right, guys, we're going to end it right there. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys are subscribed to both YouTube channels. You can subscribe to the audio podcast on all the platforms, Apple, Google, Spotify, the whole shebang. And we got lots of content. Check out our Instagram, Twitter, website, posting the snap counts and targets on there. And, what do we do? Fridays, DFS picks. Saturdays, beat the brain, baby. We're going to keep spicing it up. All right. I'm out.